Let's go. Let's go. That part. It's your girl, Mina Mendoza, little girl, big personality, queen of spice. It's Thursdays. It's 7 o'clock. We here. I wanted to make this episode a super cozy vibe, but before I go off about myself, we're going to go off with my special spicy guest that we have today. I'm going to go ahead and allow you to introduce yourself, love.
What's up, y'all? My name is Eberechi. I'm a singer, songwriter, and yeah, I'm here to kick it with my girl, Mina Mendoza. What's up?
Let's go. Let's go. So just to be clear, how do we pronounce your name, love, so the audience knows?
So it's Eberechi. That's like the American way to say it.
So what's the real way of saying it?
So the Nigerian way, which is where it comes from, is actually Eberechi.
Eberechi.
Yeah.
Eberechi. Yeah. That sounds dope. I like the real way.
Really?
Eberechi.
Thank you. I'm so used to the other way. That's why, like, that's how I introduce myself.
Eberechi.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna stick to that one.
Okay.
I like that.
Period.
I like that part. So just so everyone knows, besides the fact that she's beautiful, but she is an amazing. Of course, we empower women here. This is a safe place.
That's powerful.
Yeah. She is a singer, I believe. Are you a songwriter? Singer, songwriter.
Yep.
New Jersey native.
Yep.
At that part. Yes.
Jersey.
All the vibes. All the vibes. So what part of Jersey are you from, love?
Initially, I'm really from East Orange.
Okay.
Even though, like, my early childhood days, like, from 0 to 4, I was, like, in Union and Roselle Park. Okay. But from, like, 5 all the way up to a month ago, I've been in East Orange.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I love just meeting people, like, just in general from Jersey. Because I feel like even though we're, like, not New York, we're, like, strong.
Yeah, we are.
You know, like, when people say, oh, you from Jersey. And I'm not talking about, like, the Jersey Shore shit. I'm talking about, like, just New Jerseyans. Yeah. I feel like we got a dope vibe to us, you know?
Yeah, especially, like, I don't know, like, around this area-ish, like, the northern part. Because South Jersey's very different. So, like...
Okay.
Yeah, the vibe is really different, but, like, I would say more up here for sure. Like, it's very tight.
What do you mean by tight? Like, elaborate on that. Like, how is South Jersey so different from North Jersey?
South Jersey, I feel like it's not as much in terms of. See, I don't want to speak too much now. If there's anybody from South Jersey out there that's like, "What you talking about?" But from what I've seen, it's like there's not a culture I can identify there. Like up here, it's kind of like you could tell somebody from up here. It's kind of we kind of all have like similar, slang and like type stuff. But I don't know. South Jersey is everything's so far away. It feels like distant. I don't know.
That's true. That's something. That part. That's something that I definitely could like think about when I think about South Jersey. Is just. I feel like maybe, like, if I go down the shore, like, if I go to the beach, of course I visit. But I've never actually hung out in, like, other areas. And also, shout out to Vegan Wine. Shout out to Neptune. Because Neptune's South Jersey, right? Neptune? No?
I have no idea.
Okay. Damn. No love for Vegan Wine. Yo,
sorry.
I'm dead. It's all right. It's
shout
all right,
though.
Yeah, I'm dead. Wow, I sounded just like that laugh. That's crazy. So spot on. Pero, okay. So let's talk about a little bit about your music, love. So how long have you been making music?
Professionally or like,
Well, in general, overall, like, when does this journey start for you where you were just like, wow, like, I'm really in love with this,
right. I would say this is going to sound so cliche, but I swear, by the age of like 4 or 5,
okay,
because my oldest sister, she was in a choir. And, like, of course, I wasn't old enough yet, but she would come home and she would use me for practice. So I would be practicing with her and, like...
What, like, she'd be like, okay, we're going to play chorus. Like, yo,
basically, like, I don't know. I guess I always was singing, but, like, she would tell me to sing the main melody. And, like, she would have to practice, like, a harmony or something.
Wow.
And she would, like, harmonize over it. So I started picking up on, like, harmonies and stuff. And, you know, I started writing my little songs. But, yeah, professionally, though, I started recording in 2019.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, this is the lane. This is
what
it.
you want to do.
Yeah.
I love your whole story with your sister. Like, that got me right there. I love that. It's
yeah,
like even though you said that it sounds cliche, I feel like the way you played it, like the storytelling, I loved it. I'm like, that's amazing.
Wow.
Like, no, seriously, because it's like technically, like, you know, like your sister was practicing with you.
Yeah.
But it's like I could see that happening. Like I could see one of my cousins doing that to me. Like we're gonna play. Like they'll be always come to me and like shout out to my cousin Jessica Walter. Like we grew up together. Like, oh, we're gonna go play house. So I could picture this moment. Like we're gonna play chorus.
Yep.
And this is what we're gonna sing.
Literally.
You know.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So like, did you ever sing like the classic like Christmas carols, like Hark How the Bells?
We actually we sing a little bit of like carols every year for church.
Okay.
Because you know we all sing in church and whatnot.
Go ahead, girl, talk your shit. Go ahead.
But no, in terms of like Christmas carols, like we kind of do that every year.
Okay.
But like not all of them though. Like a select few.
Select few.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Mariah Carey?
No, we never. I'll be singing that in the house though.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I sing that in the crib, but we never did that at church.
Okay. So let's backtrack. So 2019, you mentioned that you recorded your first song.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what was that like? Like what made you, first of all, how did you feel going into a studio and finally using this? You know what I mean? So it's like, how was that? I want to be there with you. So walk me through it.
Take me back.
Yes.
I actually remember exactly how I was feeling. I was in a studio in Bloomfield. Shout out to Empower.
Let's go.
And it was like when I first walked in, my boy Toby, Turn Up Toby, he put me on. He's a producer.
Toby sound mad cool already.
Yeah, Toby's chill.
Toby. Yo, yes.
But he put me on, and you know the owner of that portion of the studio, he had walked in, and like Toby kept telling me, he was like, "Yo, sing," and I was just like, "What do I do?" Like, I was like, you know,
Toby back cool.
Yo, I'm saying, shout out. But I finally like kind of broke out and I sang, and before you know, I was recording there like about every week. You know, just writing, working on my craft. And yeah, it was like, I don't know, it was kind of ethereal. I know it sounds like a lot, but like, I don't know, it's like the step, like I'm finally doing what I said I always wanted to do, you know? It's a different type of feeling. It was crazy.
So I'm curious, love, like when you think of inspirations, especially with your craft right now, who are people that you look up to in the game? Past and present.
My top three.
Yeah,
I always have a top three. MJ, R.I.P., Beyonce, and Chris Brown.
Wow.
Those are my top three. Yeah.
Okay. You know what I noticed about your top three? These are people, okay, so like, everybody that's watching this right now, you could be a singer, but then you could be a performer. Right. And those top three people that you just named are that part, like, you know, singing, but they're performers. Like, no one can perform like Michael Jackson. No one can perform like Beyonce. And Chris Brown is actually up there. Like, I know we always hear like the bad stuff with Chris Brown. And shout out to Amanda if she is in the check-in, because she'll co-sign on this because she saw him in concert.
Nice.
Best friend Amanda. Pero,
shout out bestie.
That part. That's my best friend, yo. I love that bitch. I swear to God. Pero I remember like Chris Brown when he goes down for his performances, if you really want to go back, and I would love to make this into a clip, his, I don't know what year, VMA, it was when he sang Beautiful People. He was just
my God, yes. And he was wearing the white.
Air.
Oh my God.
But girl, like, he could have fell.
Yeah.
That, I just think of myself. Okay, so I have a question for you. Would you perform like that?
Absolutely, I think.
Oof.
I would.
Are you scared of heights?
No. But
okay,
I definitely would be a little bit fearful of that. But like, I feel like the adrenaline of like I'm performing, like if I'm performing at the VMAs, the adrenaline will definitely take over the fear.
Girl,
like,
remember he was like.
That's true, but then again,
beautiful people.
Chris does backflips and acrobats.
Girl,
and
I think at one point he lost control and he just was playing it cool.
Oh, I gotta watch it again.
Yeah, I was peeping it because I watched that performance over and over because not only is the song beautiful, but like just. So you gotta tell me you was dancing with these strings the whole time?
Right,
like I'm like, how did this do? Like how'd that happen? But going back to your 3 top answers, that's awesome. That's amazing. That's amazing. Especially Beyonce. I feel like she's a queen bee. Can't mess with the beehive.
I can't. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yes, queen. Yes, queen.
I mean, I'm gonna be very transparent. I don't listen to much of her music, but I respect her empire.
That's all it is.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like I'm never gonna hate on another woman. So it's like my style of music is a little bit different. Like I like Beyonce, but it's just like what she built, the beehive, all that, that fan base. Also, you cannot do yourself a favor. Like I will never turn down a Beyonce concert.
Yeah,
never.
Bruh.
You don't do that.
I don't think anybody would. People just be real with themselves. Stop hating.
So we got your inspiration. So let's go back to you, love. Do you consider yourself a performer? Like I know you sing, but do you dance as well? Like,
I definitely consider myself a performer, especially because of church. I started out singing live. You know, I wasn't always making records in a studio.
Yes.
So it was always singing in front of people, whether it be at school, at weddings. So I definitely consider myself a performer. Do I dance? You know, I be moving.
She's like, I don't stand on a wall. I don't do
I
that.
definitely move. Like I express. Let me say that.
Okay, love that. What's your astrology sign?
Sag, baby.
Hey,
Yeah.
Happy belated birthday. My best friend's a Sag, baby.
Hey,
I love Sagittarius.
See?
Yeah, when's your birthday?
December 8th.
He said, oh my
Same
God.
as Nikki.
Wow. Okay.
When's her birthday? When's
my best friend's birthday, December. Oh my God, Amanda, don't kill for me. 12th, 13th. 13th. Wait, Amanda. Oh my God, I gotta look at this check-in. She's gonna disown me.
Amanda know what's up.
Yo, I love her. Hold on. I always get 12 and 13 mixed up. I'm like, wait, it's one of those two. She's gonna kill me. She's gonna fucking kill me. I swear to God, I love you so much. I love you so much. Pero, fuck. Let me look at this check-in real quick. Let me look. She's probably like talking mad shit in there.
Like this bitch.
Oh, damn, not the repeat. First of all, shout out to the check-in, just to shout out anybody that's watching this with us. So we got Nadine. Shout out to Blaze. Shout out to Amanda. Oh, and we got Vegan Wine. It's a Dipset Christmas. Hey, yo, that
Shout
album.
I'm gonna tap in.
Definitely love.
For sure.
We also got, yo, Marv. Santa know if you good or bad. Jim Jones voice. I'm dead. Love me some Chris Brown. The 14th. Yes. Oh my God, she's gonna kill me. I miss both of those numbers. You know what it is, Amanda? No, you can't come at me. We celebrated your birthday for 3 days. 3 days. Yeah. So don't ever come at me. I was there at midnight.
Period.
That part. Okay, I love you. Just don't think about this no more. Don't think about this. All right, we're gonna go back to you. For first of all, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
I love Sagittarius. I feel like you guys have like a spark of fire. Super like just adventurous, like brave people, you know? So now that we talk about like, you know, your inspirations, like what have you done so far? 2019 was the first time you were in a studio. What happened after that?
Oh boy, I feel like it's not even that long ago, but I feel like so much happened. Honestly, I've just been building as an artist. Like when I first walked into that studio, I was just Ebby. My nickname is Ebby. That's the nickname I grew up with.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was just Ebby, you know. I knew how to sing, but that's all it was. Now it's kind of like, it's been such a journey. I've met so many people. I've recorded so many songs, features. I've went to, this year I actually started performing at shows and whatnot.
Okay.
And up there in February, once it started, I did not stop. It's just been levels to it. I've been so grateful. Yeah.
Love that. I love that. So
Thank you.
do you have album, any stuff coming now? Something to look out for?
I definitely am dropping on the 25th. I'm not gonna say what I'm dropping because
This month?
yeah,
Christmas present.
Christmas. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So I guess like where are you gonna give the details on this information, love?
On Instagram, y'all can follow me at Eberechi Official.
Eberechi, and just in case, love, spell it out.
Yeah,
Because some people do need that.
EBERECHI Official. That's EBERECHI Official.
Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas. I'm not a fan of saying Happy Christmas. I don't know why.
Okay.
I can't say. I don't know.
That's
Happy
different.
Christmas. I would be like Happy Christmas.
Okay.
Happy Christmas. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I don't know why.
I mean, authenticity. Stick to it.
So let's continue with this interview, love. So where do you want to take yourself? Like, where do you want to be?
Well, I believe that, like, the three people that I look up to, the only way to, in my world, to solidify them as legends is if their legacy continues. So, like, I just want to play that role, that, like, continuation, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever that means, sorry.
I mean, girl, you never know. They could like watch this clip someday randomly and be like, "Oh, let me find her." You know what I mean? You never know.
Never know.
So, what do you do to put your music out there? Like, how do you promote yourself?
Well, it's very low budgeted. But my way of, staying relevant is staying active. So I'm constantly at shows. I hardly ever turn down a show, whether it be small, big, whatever.
Okay.
And I just try to stay in people's faces in person. Social media presence, I'm working on building up my social media presence. It is. But I guess that's the age you live in, so I gotta get to it. But I know, like, in person, like, I'm definitely in people's face. And, like, in terms of, like, when people say, oh, that's somebody to watch out for, you got to talk to them or network with them, like, I really try hard to stay present.
Okay. I feel you on the content creating. That shit is like, you'll have, like, a good week where, like, yeah, I'm good.
Right.
And then be like, all right, next week, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, and then something happens Tuesday. It's okay. I'll just double up on Thursday. Next thing you know, you're like 4 weeks like, down the hole.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Shout out to all my content creators.
I know.
It's a hard job. All
Kudos
those
to everyone.
For real. All those fun TikTok videos you see, all I think about is like, damn, like I wonder how long it took them to edit this.
Right. The editing is insane.
Yes. And it took me a while to understand. Are you a fan of TikTok?
I haven't got into it yet. I'm only on Instagram because of my career, bro. Like,
I mean, it's amazing to be off the grid, though. I'll definitely
I do
applaud
want
you for
to
that.
do, though. Like, I want to be a part of TikTok because TikTok is popping. Like, why wouldn't I? I don't know. I will, though.
I will definitely say take it easy getting on it because you can become addicted a little bit. The stuff you find on TikTok, girl, it's like you don't even YouTube things anymore. It's like, oh, I'll TikTok it.
Wow.
Because it's like one of my girls said it, Nadine. She was like, what I can find in a 10-minute video, I can find easily in 30 or to 3 minutes on TikTok.
Wow.
They go straight to the point. So it's based on.
That makes sense.
Yeah, like, like I kind of, I guess, is seeing the results quicker. So it's like, don't get me wrong, I love YouTube. YouTube, don't cancel me because I'm going live off your platform. But what I'm trying to say is, like, it's crazy how quick you could become noticed on TikTok. Like influencers, they become influencers overnight.
Right.
Over like a hashtag or something crazy they did, you know? I just seen a video. It hit like 5 million views because this guy, like, you know how like when you drink water, those big blue containers, those big blue bottles? So he's been saving money for 10 years. 10 years, girl, just throwing coins and $20 bills and $5 bills and dollar bills. And it took him 10 years to fill that blue container. So that shit just went viral. He was like, I'm gonna break this shit open. And like now he's having like contests of like, oh, I'm counting the quarters first, guess how many I have, I'm gonna do a giveaway. Like it just it happened overnight over something like that. So everybody's going crazy. Shit, I was losing my life because this Howie the crab, freaking, there was this crab that was about to die because he wasn't molting.
Oh.
Girl, you're probably like, what is she talking about? But I'm telling you right now, this TikTok world, girl,
Wow.
the way these people, this crab is getting exposure just for being a crab. Hits like 2-3 million views. Like
TikTok.
That's what
Crazy.
I'm saying. Like, yo, TikTok is crazy. And what I heard is like America's trying to ban it.
Wait, really? Why?
I don't know.
Maybe they feel like it's like taking over the government.
I mean,
It's like nobody listens to the White House, but they go to TikTok.
I don't want to get in trouble.
No, yeah.
But, yo, girl, you go on that left side of TikTok real quick, you'll find out some shit. That's all I gotta say. All those YouTube videos that got banned like 4 or 5 years ago, you're gonna find them on TikTok. I guess that's why people like it, because it's so like unfiltered.
Yeah.
Super unfiltered. So I want to go back to this interview though, love. So like we talked about a little bit of your inspirations and what you want to do and what you see yourself in the future. So when it comes to like, especially since you said you write your music, how do you get that inspiration to write your music? Do you feel like you have to go through something? Do you just do a little bit each day? Like, what does that look like for us?
There's never really a set process, honestly. Like, obviously my best songs are the ones that, you know, I actually went through something and I'm writing about it. But I haven't, like, my major topic in terms of my music is love. And I don't have that many experiences. So the times where I'm actually writing something about me and something I went through is, like, rare. So for the most part, when I'm writing, I'm just, like, pulling shit out my ass. Like, I'm not even going to hold you. Like,
I'm done.
I'm just, like, pulling things. And obviously, like, there's substance to it because it's based off of what I see. And, like, you know, I saw this in a movie or I saw this across the street or, you know, but it's never really something personal. What I do, though, and I don't really try to do this, but it always happens. There's always like a double meaning behind my lyrics. So like on the surface would be love, because that's the main thing I'm like presenting. But for a couple of songs, I've noticed that like I actually wrote about something not pertaining to love, but pertaining to me. And it was something really deep. And I think I've done that about like in 3 songs.
Wow.
And those are like, I don't know, my favorites, I guess.
As they should. I mean, you have double meaning to it.
Yeah.
Like that's. Do you feel comfortable sharing what those songs are?
There's this one song. I mean, they're not out, but I can say.
Oh, if they're not out, then we could wait for that. But you can at least let us know, like, they'll be out at this time.
If they even come out. There's one I do want it to be out on, you know, whatever project I plan on having it on. But it doesn't even have I think it's called I Still Love You. But on the surface, it's really, you know, love and like, oh, you know, you don't understand me and stuff like that. But on the hidden meaning, I was really talking about my family. But like, you know, I don't mention family. I mention a boy, you know. So, yeah.
Okay.
That's one of them.
I love music like that. I feel like because it's you that not that this is the same scenario, but all I think about is Frank Ocean. When he wrote that song, I forgot, Thinking About You. He wrote that song, it became popular, and then he came out the closet. So
wow. I think I was in like 6th grade.
But when he came out with that song, he didn't publicly come out yet.
Right.
I don't think so. Or he was in the midst, like in the middle. Okay. And then I remember he did come out, and then I remember I looked back at the lyrics and I was like, oh.
Makes sense.
It's about a guy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's why I remember there was like a sentence in that lyric that he says like the pronoun him or he. And it all ended up coming together.
Wow.
And then I was like, damn, this is beautiful. It's about him losing his virginity and all that. And I was like, wow. You know, so I'm not saying that this is the same situation, but what I can say is like that double meaning.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it's like, because I peeped that I got it from, you know, a lot of the artists that I look up to. And I think it's kind of a way of, like, trying to appease, not trying to because they succeed, but, you know, appeasing to a wider audience.
Yeah.
Like, you know, not everybody's going to go through exactly what you went through. But if you have a general meaning on the surface, you know, you just got more coins in your pocket.
Yeah, because you want to relate to people.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you're going to be like, yo, this girl's crazy. I can't listen to her.
Right,
you know
exactly.
What I mean? I could definitely co-sign on that. Like, people will listen to you more when something creates a connection to themselves.
Right.
You know, so definitely. So just, I don't know, I guess the way you were, like, storytelling this, like, I love it because it's like, I was thinking about Beyonce and, like, the phases of Beyonce. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you
Right.
could tell when she was having trouble in her relationship. Like, you know what I mean? She came out with all these songs. I was like, oh, my God. But she got spicier.
Yeah, she did.
You know, like, at first she was, like, chill. Like, I forgot what was the song where in the music video everything went backwards.
Oh, Me, Myself, and I.
Yes.
Yeah.
That I already knew there was trouble. But
Yeah.
then she came out with the other album. She was like,
Yeah.
Becky with the good hair.
Oh,
I was like,
Lemonade,
yeah.
yeah.
I was like, she is not playing
Yeah,
here.
she was not.
Like, she just got, she didn't care. I was like, oh my God. But I love the fact that she grew.
Yeah.
Like, she grows.
That's that confidence.
Yes.
Because especially, like, you know, once she left, well, this is just what I think. Obviously, I don't know her, but when she left Destiny's Child, you know, she's, like, on her own, all eyes on her. People were already hating on her. So it's kind of like, I feel like her confidence wasn't that high in order to, you know, do exactly what she wanted to do. And she even said it a couple times in some of her songs, like, all this stuff I do is boring. All this, you know, music I do is boring. Like, I'm trying to get out, and she did. And I mean, kudos to Beyonce, you know.
Yo, for real. But one thing I definitely could say, because like I remember I watched a documentary on her, and it was crazy, like how involved her father and her mother were with like her musical career. Like I know they were part of like Girl Time, and then it was her and Kelly the whole time, and like her dad and mom were like making them practice in heels on a porch. They're like, you gotta dance for like 5 hours. You can't mess up. Like, I was like, oh my God, they were so young.
That Joe Jackson training,
Yes. Oh my God, Joe Jackson trauma. I was like, yo, damn. And that was one of your inspirations, Michael Jackson. Damn, so in order for you to be a great performer, it's gotta be strict training.
Yep.
Oof. Damn. Do you think there's a pattern to this?
I think there's a formula to everything.
Chris Pratt, who raised you? This is the missing link right now.
I feel like for Chris, it's more so like you gotta be just athletic, because he was athletic growing up. He was already doing like the flips and tricks. He was already a dancer. He just happened to know how to sing. So
Okay.
I don't know, but I think like it's kind of a formula. Like those who kind of started when they were little, you kind of know where they
got it
going
from.
to. Yeah.
It's just crazy. That's just crazy. Wow, Joe Jackson. I'm
Wild.
like, I wouldn't want to be around Joe Jackson,
neither.
but he did create.
That's the thing. Like if it wasn't for him,
Yeah,
but it's, at the same time, I was like, damn, that was a lot.
it was a lot. It was a lot. All right, love. We're gonna keep transitioning though. So I don't have a coaster, but I want to make this fun. So in each episode, I try to make it each episode. I have a coaster where you think of it as like an American Express black card, love. There's no like payment that you owe, nothing. You could do whatever you want. There's no budget either. Like if you want to fly to space for a day, cool.
Okay.
Whatever you want. So I will pretend to give you this card.
Okay.
What
Thank you.
does this look like for us? What would you do? Would it be based on your career? Do you make it focused on lifestyle? Maybe both. What are we doing?
Definitely both. I mean, like, even though my career is my top priority right now, like, I definitely have a certain life that I want in my head, and it takes money for that. It's either money or a rich husband. But, like, it takes money for that. So, with a little, you know, express card, I'll probably...
Well, what we doing? What are we buying first?
A house.
A house.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need my space.
So we got the house. What else? Let's go.
Next, I am spending so much money on music videos.
Music video. So
Yeah.
what are we doing? Like hiring a videographer?
Yeah, like the whole nine. Like
what,
hiring
the
a
best of the
videographer.
best?
Yep, stylist, dancers, choreographer, all of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the next step?
Like in terms of the music videos?
Yeah, girl, you got a card for a day. I would
Yeah.
be using that every 3 minutes. I'd be
Yes.
like, y'all don't gotta hold this shit back.
Yes. Okay, so let's say the music video is done. Definitely promoting.
Promoters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like just go crazy with all of that. Spend money like on those expensive shows that like it takes a lot of money to perform there. That
I'm going to Coachella. There you go. That's
Like,
how you gotta be. I'm going to Coachella.
If I have limitless money, why not? You know?
Yeah. Facts.
I gotta buy me a whole lot of crystals, I need my crystals.
Crystals, like spiritual crystals?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I need those.
So we into crystals?
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh, we love spirituality
Actually,
here. I didn't
have
even
'em.
light up a Palo Santo today. I should have. Yeah, it's always cleansed.
It's a tiger's eye.
Love that.
Yeah.
I'm a Capricorn, so tiger's
Ooh.
eye falls a lot with me.
Does it?
Yeah, I
See, I
think
wouldn't
so.
know. I only know like sad stuff, and like this is just
Tiger's eye is dope.
confidence. Yeah.
So when did you get into crystals?
I got into it 2020. You know, COVID hit. I had a lot of time on my hands, and my brain was thinking. I was trying to find my aesthetic, you know, like trying to find the things that not only look good on me, but make me feel good, you know? And, you know, YouTube, I'll be on YouTube. And I don't know, I found myself shifting into a community of people, and I just love the energy. So I was like, okay, let me start to imitate the things that they're getting, and, you know, let me try to build my world so I could feel the same energy that they're giving, you know?
Crystals are dope.
Yeah.
Expensive, but dope. Very dope.
Yeah.
I have a friend that shout out to Jenny. She's super into this. Like that girl, like I'd be like, my back hurts. Here's a crystal. I swear to God, or like here, like this candle. Like that's how she is.
That's
I'd be like, what? But I take it in. Like, you know, she's so chill, so zen. So before we get into it more, because I saw the time, I'm like, oh my God, we're out here kikiing too much. I do want people to hear your voice.
Okay.
So I know you have the instrumental you sent us, and if you could introduce it to the audience. I know you said strangers.
Stranger on this side of town.
Yes. So Marv, if you could let that, you know, let it rock for a bit.
I'm Toby.
Shout out Toby. Yeah. 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 Whoa, whoa. Met him at the mall, he was standing tall, and them chains wouldn't get low. So I know he bought tellies from the when he looked at, yeah, they, oh no. But then I had to leave, I pulled out my keys, I saw he parked right next to me. What a pretty scene, but I got pride, put that thing aside. I wanted him to slide and ask me what's my vibe, but he just stood on the side and be looking at her. Then he flashed me with a smile, oh that pretty, pretty smile. Then he came around the car, asked me what's my name, Eberechi, what's your age, 20 baby, what's your lane, vibe crazy. Butterflies, why is on my lovely die. No, it's bad to be a old stranger on the side of town, on the side of town, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, that was stranger on this side of town. My voice is off.
No, it's okay, love. Honestly, it's organic, and that's how it should be. You know what I mean? I loved it. I was jamming here.
Thank you.
I was like, yes. Hopefully, everybody that was watching in the show, watching in the audience, was enjoying it with me. But yes,
Thank you.
love.
Thank you so much.
So, stranger on that side of town.
On this side of town.
On this side of town. What does that mean?
Well, basically, the song is like, I'm like, this is me from the perspective of being in like, you know, not the best neighborhood or something like that. And, you know, I'm kind of, there's this, you know, little thugger cutie in the corner, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I just do something reckless. It's just like, he's there, I'm here. What's up?
Yes. He's like, that's that Sagittarius. I'm on the hunt.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, this sounds like my best friend. I'm like, yo, because she wants something, she'll get it.
That's
like,
it.
So, okay. I love that. I love that.
Thank you.
All right, my love. So thank you for sharing your voice. Thank you for
you.
sharing that to the viewers.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. This is beautiful.
Thank you, love.
Honestly,
thank you. It's a whole vibe. So let's you know, we talked a little bit about your journey, and you know, we'll get more into that. But like, I want to get a little spicy here. You know, ask a little random questions. You know, get to know you from another side. So I had some fun topics, you know, set up for the day. So like, Christmas, you know, just because I am wearing the Christmas hat.
Yeah.
When we think of traditions, like, do you celebrate it on the eve or the day?
More so the day.
The day?
I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
Just keep it at that.
Yeah, I feel like I would I mean, not that I would never. I never actually celebrated it on the day. I always celebrated at midnight. Always at midnight. We always opened our gifts. Me being an adult now and having a kid, I'm like, damn, we really were up to like 2 a.m. 2 a.m. opening gifts. You know, my whole family drunk, just wild. You know, wild, crazy. And like, I always think of those moments and stuff. So I guess like when it comes to those Christmas moments, like what are the moments that you feel like you remember the most?
Not much, honestly, because we didn't really, like, my parents didn't believe in Christmas like that. Like, they believed in the more religious aspect of it. So it was very religious. It wasn't more so of the, you know, the holiday culture that we know of, you know.
So you didn't believe in Santa Claus?
No, I believed in Santa Claus when I was little. And you couldn't tell me nothing about it until I finally caught them putting money under the tree. But
I'm dead.
No, I believed in Santa Claus. Like, and that's one thing I kind of appreciate. My parents did allow me to have my imagination as a child, even though they were very religious.
Yeah.
But as I got older, you know, it would more be so from other people that I would get Christmas gifts. But family, we didn't really do much.
I'm very mixed with Christmas, and I've said it before because I grew up in Patterson, you know, and it was a coincidence. Like, I remember growing up, and, you know, shout out to anyone that grew up on me on Riverside and Sassafras Street. When we bought our house on Sassafras Street, we actually did have a fireplace, but my mom closed it. She said, I don't want to deal with this. She just like closed it. But I always remember the mantle and always seeing that or whatever. So to me, it was just like, I just didn't buy it. I was like, how is this fat man getting inside my house? I don't have a chimney.
Oh my God.
You feel me?
Yeah.
This shit is blocked off. I remember I was a kid just staring at a white wall. I was like, how is he getting through this? Like, how?
Wow.
I remember, girl,
You're a
it's
smart
like,
kid.
I couldn't, like, I just couldn't. And especially where the area I lived, people were always like outside at different times. So I'm like, so that no one saw him.
No.
So I'm like, it just was
logic.
so difficult for me to believe it. And then it was ruined by me. It was ruined for me because I feel like I would always still believe in that little bit of magic. And then my mom messed it up, bro. Yo, girl, one time I left cookies and milk and she got upset.
No,
I swear to
really?
God, she got so upset. I got into so much trouble. She's like, "You're wasting food." I was like, "But it's Christmas."
Right.
She didn't know that part of Santa Claus.
Right.
She just thought that he
Right.
just
Can't
drops
blame
the
her.
gifts. She had no idea about these
that is
cookies
so
and milk.
cute.
Maybe it's like a Hispanic thing.
Yeah,
Girl.
I think it's like a foreign thing. It's just like they don't, because that's really American culture, honestly.
Girl, I was like, my mom, Betty, you ruined that for me. Like, yo, you ruined that for me. I remember I was like, all right, I never did that again. Never. And, yeah, girl, it was wild. Like, that shit was wild. I woke up to the milk and cookies still there in the morning. I was like, this guy is fake. How these gifts were here? Girl, it was a whole experience. And then after that, I was just like, never again. But I will never do that to my son, you know? I use that as a combative thing. I'm like, listen, if you don't clean your room, Santa Claus is not gonna get you shit.
Right.
Christmas time.
That's it.
Christmas this shit.
So I guess we
Santa
can
know
go
when
into
you
like
go to
our next
bed.
topic, love. So when you think of like Christmas movies, what are your top movies?
Polar Express
Ooh.
and Home Alone 2.
Yes, Home Alone 2 is the best.
Yeah.
Yo, you gotta be in New York. So I guess that's kind of like where I get into the whole credit card conversation because that's one of my favorite movies, Home Alone 2. I could watch that shit in July, June,
Really?
May, whenever. I love that movie.
It's a great movie, yeah.
First of all, he didn't have great parents.
Yeah.
Yo, how you lose your child twice? Twice.
That was bad.
That's
was
like
bad.
a Dyfus situation,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
and why does he know how to do everything
that was scary.
he did?
I mean, in the second one, that shit was wild. He was in the Reservoir Hotel.
Yes.
He found that cash, just started ordering shit. I was like, oh my God, like that shit is amazing. I almost didn't want it to end.
Yeah.
But yeah, he can't be wilding out like that. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. But yeah, girl, definitely. Any other movies that you want to mention?
Oh, I don't know. There was one that came out like a couple years ago, Jingle Jangle. It was on Netflix. I think it was last year or the year before that, but that was cool. It was like a musical.
Okay.
And I was happy to see because I like, stuff like that.
I like holiday stuff. I mean, one of my favorite movies is The Grinch.
Okay.
But the Jim Carrey one. That's like one of my faves. Like,
Okay.
yo, he was so good in that character. I was like, oh my God. Like, that's another movie I could see, like, a lot of times. The Christmas Story, I'm like,
right.
I don't get why they let it play 24 hours a day.
Is that, wait.
Your girl, you know that movie. It's the movie with the leg that, like, breaks. It's super old.
Okay,
like,
never mind
old. Like, it plays every year on, like, TBS.
Really?
It's where the kid gets his tongue stuck in the pole. And it's like frozen. They dared him. They're like, yo, put your tongue on that pole.
I feel like I might have seen
Everybody has seen this scene at least one point in their life, girl. And I swear to God, on Christmas Day, start flipping through the channels.
Yeah.
You're going to see it.
Okay.
And that's like always where that scene comes. I'm like, I never got that movie. I'm like, it's good, but like not for 24 hours a day. And then you have like the action people, like people who watch like Die Hard.
Oh.
Yeah. She's like, nah, I'm not doing that.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. So, what do you consider, like, if there was ever a time, like, did you ever get a bad gift? Or a gift that you were like, damn, like, what am I going to do with this? Because you have to be nice.
Yeah, I mean.
You play it off, right?
Yeah, I have to. That's just,
So what is just like, okay, so I just gave you something you didn't like.
Thank you. I mean,
Yo, that was the fakest thank you ever, girl. Let's try again.
Oh my God. Okay. Right. Let me get into character. Oh my God, thank you.
Yo, eye contact. She made eye contact. Yo, I'm dead. She said thank you looking at the thing to me.
Because I don't want you to know that, like, you're never going to know, Yeah. That's the goal.
Yes.
It's just and it's not like I'm just going to, like, trash talk it or anything. Like, I'll still accept it.
Yeah.
It would just be sitting somewhere, just sitting pretty,
I get you. Any, like, memories that you get that you were like, yo, this shit is poo-poo caca. Like, this is not what it is.
I love my mom. She tries. She tries. For my birthday, she tries.
Yo, you call it out your mouth right
She's
a real Sag. Sag are the most bluntest people ever.
No, because that's the only person I can think of. It's just like...
Yo.
She likes buying clothes, but she doesn't understand the clothes that I actually wear,
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
So I always take them. That's why my closet is full of nothing. But I take them because, I mean, she didn't have to. But
so what would she get you? Like something that's not your size or something that's not your style?
Style. Yeah. It was just...
I get that. I get that. It's like so sad. So sad. Because it's always like... It's never the size. It's always the style. And I've been victim to those. I've definitely been victim to those.
Yeah.
One of my worst Christmas gifts ever. And I'm like, yo, this girl must have been drunk buying this or what? And it was actually like a secret Santa. So she was like someone so random from work a long time ago. Yo, this girl gave me Hanukkah socks. And she wasn't even Jewish. I swear to God. Yo, she was mad Spanish, celebrating Christmas Eve at 12 o'clock. Yo, she gave me Jewish socks.
Okay.
Yo, exactly, girl. I accepted the gift, and it took me a while, too, because I put them on because they were comfy. They were like those fuzzy, soft socks.
Okay.
And then I, like, looked at the design one day. I'm like, these are triangles. Oh, they're, like, they're that sign. I was like, oh, wow. This girl was just like,
yeah, just took it. Yeah.
It wasn't the worst, but I remember I was like, yo, there was no thought in this. You just like, but I don't know. I always remember that. I'm like, girl, she's not even Jewish. Where'd she buy this from? Like, what the hell? It was like the only one left, probably.
Right.
Most likely. It was probably the only one left, and she just
funny.
like, that's it. That's crazy. All right, so we talked about a little bit of like movies to watch on Christmas. Have you ever ordered Chinese? See, you celebrate Christmas Day. I've become victim to ordering Chinese food on Christmas Day because I've ate all the good food Christmas Eve. Have you ever ordered Chinese food on Christmas Day?
I don't think so.
No. Marv, you ever ordered Chinese food on Christmas Day? Yes? Is that like a thing? Like, I wonder if they make mad money that day. I'm so, because they're like the only ones that, first of all, they're the only ones that are open. Open, yo. And yo, they're the real OGs. And talking about OGs, I guess let's see if we have this type of connection with traditions. Do you ever have that OG grandma that gives you that $100 handshake on Christmas Day?
I mean, I didn't grow up with any of my grandmas.
So. Or any family member that just kind of was like, here, like, this is for you.
I feel like most of them, but that's more like every, like, whatever chance they get. Like, sometimes, because, I don't know, Africans like showing off. So I'm so serious.
Look what I got you.
Do
you like it?
And you dare not say no. You just take it. Thank you.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
So I never grew up in an African household. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like it's strict?
Absolutely.
Excuse me. And when you say strict, like, how strict? Like, what's strict?
It depends on the parent. Like, my parents, they're pastors as well.
Oof.
So it's culture and religion that's, like, we got to deal with. So it's definitely a little bit more for me than a lot of African kids that I know. But, I mean, it's, you know, with age, you kind of have to fight your way out.
I'm dead.
Yeah, you just got to, you know, put your foot down. Because a lot of the mistake that especially, like, my generation makes is they don't put their foot down, even though it's their parents, because, you know, it's just you don't talk back to your parents. But sometimes, you know, if they're not getting it, you got to put your foot down and you got to let them know, you know, certain boundaries and certain things. And after a while, it eventually works. They get used to it and they respect it. And yeah.
I agree with that. I feel like, because I feel like even with us, like, Hispanics, like, we go through the same thing. Like, my grandmother she's old school. Yeah. She's the type of Hispanic grandmother that thinks the man has to do everything. Like, I swear to God, girl, I could talk about all my accomplishments and she'd be like, when you get married, though? I'd be like, why does that matter? I swear to God. I could say, girl,
leave me alone. I'm tired of you messing with me. Stop it.
Not the MJ.
Girl. I can literally say I won the lottery and then she'd be like, what's good to have money if you don't have a man to share it with? Like, I swear to God, that's how my grandma is.
Yeah, that's how they are.
So it's like, I remember, girl, one time I tried to talk to her about all this stuff that women, because my grandma's old, girl. She's like 98. She was born 1918.
Oh, wow.
So
shout out to her.
Right? Longevity.
Yeah.
Pero, like, her, the way she thinks is like, I try to tell her the stuff that women are doing right now, like stuff that we're changing and stuff like that. And sort of, I gave her a whole spiel. And, like, I was talking about, like, what was happening in Iran and all that stuff, like, how they're, like, not wearing the hijabs, they're standing up for themselves, like, the abuse and all that.
Yeah.
She was just like, I'm gonna go plant. I swear to God, I spent a whole half hour talking to her, thinking I broke the cycle. Wow, she's gonna, like, get inspired now. She did not care what I said, girl, at all. So, you know, if you can, do it. But I always say, like, do it in baby steps. You know what I mean? So you don't get disappointed.
Right.
Because that's, like, the hardest thing is, like, when they don't get it. And if they do get it, then good for them. Because I feel like that just shows, like, growth. It shows that you're trying to, like... Understand and also unlearn some things that were actually toxic.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, damn. And then that's also, like, another realization. They're, like, now that they're noticing it's toxic, it's kind of like, how back does that go?
Right.
It's like, right. I wouldn't want to live back in the day. Because I feel like women just didn't have rights. But, nah.
I feel like we were kind of just something to have. Like, we're just an attachment to a man.
I don't like it. I'm always going to voice for women. I feel like as women, we need to be together. We need to be empowering ourselves. Like, I would love for an all-women network. No offense to men. But it's like,
do it.
In order to apply female only... You know what I mean? I feel like a guy will end up getting pissed at it, girl.
I mean, I feel like as the years go by, guys are, because with all the conversations going around and, like, the internet, I feel like as the years go by, they'll get over it. Okay. Because it comes to a point you have to understand we are living in a man's world. So a couple of, you know, networks being ran by just women isn't going to hurt anybody, you know?
We're going to get there. We're going to get there, love.
Yeah.
But before we actually, because it is getting towards our time, love, to like end the show, I do want you to give your shout outs. Any people that you want to show love to right now.
Ooh.
You could give your Instagram handle again so people know where to follow you.
Yeah.
Also, anything that you want to talk about that's approaching. Go ahead, girl. This is your time.
Okay. Well, I just want to shout out to Jersey. I really want to shout out to Jersey. The amount of people that I have met, I'm just so grateful to be a part of this community, this state. Shout out to all the fellow artists that I have met. There's so many people. If I name anybody, someone's going to get offended. So I'm just going to shout out everybody because I don't, this independent artist thing is kind of hard. So I don't really have like a team yet, but like my team is really the artists that I meet and I network with, and I'm just so grateful to everybody. Stay tuned for more music. I am in the studio. I am constantly recording and doing things. So just follow me on Instagram, Eberechi Official, Eberechi Official. That is the platform that I am most active on. You can find my music on all streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, whoa,
All that.
all that.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And funny that you mentioned like how you mentioned all the artists. I was looking at your Instagram and I saw that you actually performed that prototype.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we actually had a guest here that actually, does work there. He actually resides there. Shout out to Zane too, my brother, my little friend right there. So I don't know if you met him.
I'd have to see a face.
Yeah, Matt Zane too. Here, I'm sure you his face. He probably was there for your show, but he was actually a guest here, and he's pretty cool.
Shout out.
Yeah. So let me show you him right here. Probably saw him there. Well, actually, no, Matt. I just realized you don't have pictures of yourself on Instagram. This is so bad. Damn. And I'm like, girl, the only picture I have of him, you're gonna be like, oh, well, here you go. Matt.
Oh. I don't know.
It's all right, love. I mean, he
Shout out
resides
to
there.
Matt, though.
Exactly. So I remember I was looking at your pictures. I was like, that is definitely prototype, because one thing about prototype is like the stages are, that stage in general, like phenotype is so unique.
Yeah.
That like
That's
you
fair.
could tell when an artist is there.
Yeah.
And it's like such a beautiful space too, and part of my hometown, Patterson. So I love nothing most than to see something happening out of nothing,
Right.
So yeah, love, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing amazing. Your journey is so like positive. You're sad, so I know you're not gonna give up. You know what I mean? You're not gonna give up till something happens. And I feel like even when something does happen, you're probably gonna still keep going because you're not gonna be satisfied.
Yeah.
But that's always good. You're hungry, So I just want to say in general, love, I want to thank you for coming on the Mina Mendoza show. I really enjoyed your presence here. You made it out here.
Thank you.
Yo, and this girl, I called her. She's like, I'm driving from Trenton. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, man. Gotta do what
She
you gotta
made
do.
it out here. She made it out here. So I'm just thankful that you made it onto the platform. And just a couple shout outs before I actually leave. Shout out to, if I could just show it off real quick. Thank you so much, Erica and Jade. They were actually guests that I had on my show. We had a show called Queer Sipping Beers. And they're actually a female couple that, they're beer connoisseurs, they're really cool people. I'm so sorry I missed your holiday party on Saturday. But Marv just gave me, my little token. I just want to say I appreciate it, right? I appreciate it. And definitely anytime you have another get together, I'll make it there. But thank you for the cup. I appreciate that so much. And it's like, these are like good jars. I feel like, I'll probably keep some reefer in here, but it's sealed. I love this. It's glass. I love that. So thank you so much. Also, shout out to everybody that's in the check-in right now that supported us watching this episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to your girl, especially if you like content like this. And one thing I want to say is I hope that everybody has a safe and happy Christmas,
Christmas time.
Yes, it's going to get cold.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, it's going to get very cold. I saw a TikTok video of what Montana looks like right now. Girl.
Oh, God.
It looks scary. They can't even drive because it's just white.
Wow.
It's like scary. I'm just like, is that coming here? You know, because Florida's getting down to 31 degrees.
Really?
Yeah, girl, it's like this like strong, like cold forecast that's just coming like out of nowhere. So everybody, please be safe. Take care of your loved ones. Stay warm. And just don't drive out there. That's
Drink
one of
your
the,
tea.
Drink your tea. Don't drink and drive.
Yeah, don't do that.
Accept every gift that you're gonna get, even if you don't like it.
Just smile and say thank you, guys.
That part.
Take it from me.
Spread love, positivity, and yeah, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for rocking with your girl, Mina Mendoza. You'll find me here on Thursdays at 7 o'clock. Shout out to Bravery Studios. Merry Christmas. We're gonna get out of here. It's Mina Mendoza, little girl, big personality, queen of motherfucking spice. We out. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good Christmas this year. Santa know when you good or bad.